Hello, everybody. I want you to meet one of my relatives that just walked into Buzz Coffee. Tell everybody your name.
Mary Heddles.
And who are you?
I'm about a third, fourth cousin to Tom.
And where do you live?
Longmont.
Longmont where? Longmont, Colorado?
Colorado.
That's where I live. And how long have you lived here?
In 1 month it'll be 50 years.
And I've lived here for 10 years and we've never met.
Never crossed paths.
Isn't that the darndest thing? Now, how are we related?
Casper's your grandfather.
Right?
Your great-grandmother and my grandfather were brother and sister.
What was their name?
Margaret and Terrence Moran.
Okay, good. And so...
And Margaret Moran married John Coan.
Okay.
And you descend down from John and Margaret. Coan's son, Casper, is your mother's... Casper is your grandfather. And their child, Margaret, is their child, Virginia, is your mother.
I'll be darned. Now,
her namesake, Mary Virginia Coan, who's the brother of, would be a sister to Casper, I met once upon a time in California.
Now, how far back have you gone back on this whole tree?
On the Moran side, I've got Edward back. He was born in 1815.
That's when my sister Step was born.
Supposedly in Limerick, Ireland, in
Okay.
1815.
Okay.
And came to the United States somewhere during the potato famine, probably 1848 to 1850.
Okay.
And settled in what was then Virginia and eventually became West Virginia.
Okay.
And the town they lived in West Virginia was called Piedmont.
Okay.
In Mineral County, West Virginia. And they attended the church across you can stand in Piedmont, West Virginia, look across the Potomac River and see the St. Peter's Church in Western Port, Maryland that they attended.
Isn't that cute? Wow. And how do you know all this? How'd you get so smart?
I've been there. Been there and done that.
Really? And so you worked at the library, at the Mormon library?
Here in Longmont for about 15 years now.
You're not a Mormon?
No.
We like Mormons. That's okay. That wasn't a mean thing.
They're good people.
And they got a lot of information, don't they?
A tremendous amount of information.
And I heard you got to talk to little Mike Coan and his wife Linda over in Wichita.
I didn't talk to Mike. I just talked to Linda.
They're good people.
And Linda referred me to Stephanie, and Stephanie referred me to you.
Really? And then you came to Buzz Coffee. Wow.
A number of times before I finally caught up with
I don't
you.
work very much, but here's the deal. So you've got 6 kids here in town.
4 of them here in town.
Yeah, so I've got relatives all over the place. Isn't that exciting? And you've been down to the graveyard where Casper Coan's buried, and you just said that Casper Coan had another brother that drowned in the Big Thompson River. What was that all about? In 1926.
It was very shortly after, it was in June of 1926, and I guess he had graduated from high school that year. He and 2 friends decided to go on a weekender, and they went camping on, I think it was a Saturday evening. They went camping, or maybe it was a Friday evening. Anyway, got up the next morning at, I want to say 4 a.m., early, and started fishing, and he decided to walk on ahead of the 2 friends. They had all graduated from high school together. And he walked on ahead, and he slipped on the rocks and fell in. And it was almost a month before they found his body.
Oh my gosh, that's unbelievable.
And this was in June of 1926. And the Big Thompson flood, devastating Big Thompson flood, was in July of 1976.
I'll be darned.
50 years later.
Isn't that something else?
But the sad part is that these 2 boys had both drowned before their mother died.
Oh, no, you never want, yeah, we've had a lot of that in our family, outliving the kids, and you just never want that. You do not want to outlive your children, do you?
No.
I'll be darned.
Well, I've lost 1 grandson and 1 great-granddaughter.
And it takes its toll on you more than just about anything, doesn't it? Well, I'm telling you what, you are a treasure that has changed. I mean, I'm so happy. And just to see you come to Buzz and just thank you.
And
And I'm in. I'll help get this thing done. And we'll put you on the radio and we'll get people to help us with the ancestry stuff. And
I've been told that there's a family reunion coming up.
oh, you're coming. You're coming for sure, and that'll be exciting. So yeah, this is a big day, and I'll tell you, you just never know. You're right under our nose. We're related, and that's crazy.
Well, I've got another relative here in town that descends on this is all on my mother's side, but she descends on my father's side.
And the same deal. It goes back a long way, and you've been doing some tracking.
It takes about 7 grandfathers back before we're related.
And you've got documentation. You've got like actual manuscripts and photocopies of other stuff, but
I've got baptismal records.
And you did this all in the last 3 months.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's taken a little longer. How long?
A lot of it's been in the last 6 months, but I've been collecting records for 30 years.
Isn't that exciting?
And I've got Margaret and John Coan a copy of their marriage certificate, which would be your great-grandparents' marriage certificate.
Up the stairs, which is like the Iger sanction here. So I'm going to bring things down, and we'll have a nice lunch one of these days, and you can go through, because we've got all kinds of old pictures and stuff that I'm sure you'd love.
Well, that's what Linda told me.
Yeah, I've got all my mom's stuff. The family, I don't get it, but we brought it all here to have it like collected.
I've got a picture of my grandfather, and I would like to compare it to a picture of Margaret.
Yeah, so we'll go do that. Yeah, that's exciting.
If there's a resemblance there.
Isn't this going to be fun?
He had snow. I mean, he died. I can't remember. He wasn't that old. Probably in his 50s. I'd say before he was 60 years old. But he had snow white hair. Just looked like a cloud.
Wow.
And it would be interesting to compare.
Oh, wait till you see the people, all the Coans, you know, Uncle Jack, Aunt Charlotte Coan's still alive. Obviously, Uncle Paul Coan's gone.
And see, the one that drowned the Bing Thompson was Paul.
Yeah, really. Unbelievable.
So there's a lot of namesakes.
Exciting, yeah. So, yeah, this is going to...
Because your mother was Mary Virginia.
Yeah.
And Casper's sister was Mary Virginia.
Yeah. Well, we weren't very creative, so we named everybody the same
just
thing.
Kept repeating.
It was very difficult at parties and stuff, because you'd yell a name and everybody would just turn around and come. So, no, this is going to be fun, and you are coming to the family reunion. And we'll make sure that this, I don't know where it is. Did they say it's in Longmont, or is it in Denver? Or?
Linda thought it was going to be in Denver, and she said Stephanie knows more about it. And
oh, Steph's the boss.
Stephanie and I never got around. I mean, we talked about a lot of things, but we never got to that.
Yeah, so wait till you meet Janine, and I mean all of Aunt Charlotte's kids, and Mary Sue and Jody, and that whole family is unbelievable. And then you got all those Coan kids, and they're just everywhere. They're all over town. You got relatives everywhere.
That oldest of the Coan kids, his wife threw me for a loop for a while, but I think I finally got her straightened out on just exactly who she was.
Yeah. Yeah, what does that mean?
Through the Colorado Genealogical Society and the Denver Public Library, I think, was in cooperation, did a CD of all the old marriage records from 1859 through 1939. And it's on CD, and I've got that. So I just went to the Coans to see who they married. Well, the surname on this one wife doesn't
match up,
pan out.
Yeah.
When you try to search her back.
Oh, maybe we've got some. Do we have some sabotage going on?
I think I finally
figured it out. I've been married 7 times. Did they tell you that?
I think I've somewhat.
I've been married 7 times, so you're gonna have
7.
Yeah. So that's going to take some work.
Well, I've got 8 ex-son-in-laws.
Okay, good. No, I haven't. I've only been married twice. That's too cute. I was trying to shake you up on the video. Okay, tell me your name one more time.
Mary Heddles.
Say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye.
All right, you guys. That was fun, wasn't it? A cousin, a long-lost cousin. We'll see you all at Easter.